Welcome back to Round 1, the show where we play just the beginning of a game to give you a taste of what it's like. And as always, we're going to be playing a little bit more than just the beginning of this game.
Yeah.
And this game is Dead Reckoning, but not just Dead Reckoning. It is Dead Reckoning with Letters of Marque expansion.
That's right. This expansion adds a whole lot of new content. But before we jump in, I do want to mention this game does have a series of sagas that are actually kind of like narrative content. We're not playing through the new saga, so there is no risk of spoilers here today. We're just showing off the new expansion content that comes with the Letters of Marque expansion.
Yeah, and just to give you sort of the setting here, we're not going to explain all of Dead Reckoning, but we will explain a little bit of Letters of Marque. If you want an even more thorough explanation, we do have other content up, so you can check that out as well. But to give you the overview, we've got Dead Reckoning set up here with a couple new things. One are these two empire boards at the top of the board. These are going to be two empires that have taken interest in the high seas, and we're going to be coming out here to collect what they think might be magical items of some kind and bring them back to them, sort of to pay tribute and gain favor with those empires. When you gain favor with one empire, you might end up losing favor with the other, so you want to go up those tracks and potentially unlock some bonuses as you do. That's going to be one of the things we're trying to do. The prime cargo out here are these little tokens that are all over the place. This is not in the normal game of Dead Reckoning. But these prime cargo are going to be one of three different things. Dragonfish, moon salt, and black pearls. Each of the empires wants some of those things, so you're going to be coming out here. You have to discover these things, which brings a new character, which I, spoiler alert, don't have in my opening hand.
I haven't drawn my opening hand.
The character is called the Explorer, and that character allows you to reveal one of those tokens, and then you can pick those tokens up just like normal cargo, but they're going to do a number of things. The tokens themselves have some use innate on them. You may get a couple cargo or a couple coin or whatever, or you can take them back to the empires like we said. So we're going to play the first round, and then we're going to play a little bit more, and then we're going to come back and play another round when we've kind of uncovered more of the board here.
Yeah, this is a deck building game. Well, it's actually a card crafting game, right? So it feels like a deck builder in that you are trying to build the best deck and you're trying to build these synergies and engines. So we're going to start off and then we're going to ramp up. So when we come back, hopefully we'll have a lot more leveled up crew. We'll have a lot more advancements and you'll get to see a lot more of that meat of the game. Also, I want to see how far up these tracks I can go before we get back.
Yeah, so
that's my goal.
Is that your goal? So my goal,
tracks,
unlike, I'm kind of the Care Bear of the group. I mean,
fair.
We're all kind of, but I am the king Care Bear here. I'm going to try to go outside of my norm, and I'm going to be aggressive. I see this cannon here. I see some other things out here.
Pirate flag right here.
Pirate flag
ready to go.
Going to allow me to be more aggressive, so I'm going to try that to see how it goes. I've never done that in Dead Reckoning.
Yeah. Or any game.
No, not many
for
games.
that matter.
I'm typically the guy who wants to just sit over here in the corner and score his points and then hopefully win
Well,
at the end of the game.
that's really interesting because one thing I think is really cool about this expansion is as you go up with one track, like David said, you could go down on the other, even to the point where they put a bounty out for you. So I feel like if I'm not careful, if I see David loading up on cannons, I don't necessarily want a bounty on my head at that point.
Yeah, the bounties definitely sweeten the idea of going after people. It also, those tracks add another achievement. In the normal game, you have all these achievements. It adds another one that you can get. We're going to be playing to 4 achievements by any one player, and that's going to trigger the end game.
So you're going to go first?
Yes, I'm going to go first.
You get one cargo to start with?
Oh, that's the downside.
And I get 2.
You do.
For being a second player. That goes just onto the port board, but we both started at our home port, so.
Yeah, so first things first, I do like the idea of that flag there. I'm going to play my captain. So you can do a number of things on your turn. We're just going to go and kind of narrate as we play. I'm going to play my captain card here, which gives me a sail. I'm going to go ahead and set sails. You can do this once per turn. You count up all the sails you have available, and at port, you're pretty flexibly able to do that. So I'm going to set that at 3 because I have 1, 2, 3 with the captain. The captain's pretty much done. And now I'm going to start moving. So I'm going to move out here to these high seas. Like I said, I don't have my Explorer in my hand, so I can't uncover this token. But what I can do is buy one of my 2 advancements if I want. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to move quite yet.
Yeah, maybe you should load up some cargo first.
The timing is important. I have a gunner and a crew member here that's going to put 2 cargo in my harbor.
Oh, so you've got 3? Is that all you've got?
I've got 3.
So you got to choose. You can't get both.
Yeah, well, not both of those for sure. But I'm going to put those 3 in my cargo hold. Then I'm going to move
that's smart.
out to the ocean.
And that uses up one of your movements?
Yes, one movement is gone. So now, there, I am going to pick up that card. So this advancement is coming to me for 1 cargo.
Nice.
Advancements will go on to the cards that I played at the end of my turn.
I know. Unfortunately, they don't go directly into your hand. There's moments I would really like that.
I'm going to spend 1 more movement, and I'm going to go ahead and explore. So, when you explore in this expansion, you're going to flip a tile like normal, but then the island is going to get one of these tokens, and then you're going to take another token and put it in the ocean. And of course, you always get a card.
It's a merchant ship.
Well, it's going to test my metal right now.
Are you going to go fight it right now to start?
Well, I'm moving there. So, by the way, advancing on one of these achievements, I've explored one.
Oh, that's right.
And in a 2-player game, I need to explore 5 tiles to get that achievement. But I made a little progress there. I am going to... Oh, I could just spend another cargo. Oh, I didn't spend my cargo, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I could spend another cargo to pick that up. But that wouldn't exactly be in the theme of what I said.
It looks like a low-level merchant ship.
It is. I am going to, but I have only my 1 cannon. Like, I'm just coming out in the ocean. I've got my 1 cannon.
So you don't have any other?
It's all polished up and ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. So
well, you know what? Even if you lose a lot of these fights, you still get stuff for losing. So let's see how many cannons do they get? 2.
They only have 2. So they get 2 black cubes
2
to my
1.
1.
All right. Let's see what we got.
And if I win, I gain a coin on my ship, and I get to advance that card, which is another influence thing, which is really nice.
Well, let's see what it is. So we're going to take these over to the...
I'm going to trust you,
the
Ryan,
dice tower here. I'm dropping them well. Let's see what happens here. Okay, well, the bad news is you didn't win.
Oh, and I'm taking 2 damage.
2 damage.
Oh, that teaches me.
But the good news is you're getting a coin and a cargo directly on your ship.
I do get a coin and a cargo.
And usually these cards have some kind of lose effect, too. Level up a card from your discard pile or the bottom of your deck. So you get a free level up for losing that fight.
Oh, but what else? Anything else?
2 more damage.
Oh my gosh. So I'm about to get sunk.
It's in that box over there. So that's 4 out of 5. Ooh, I could come sink you.
Don't do it.
I can't. I'm not in combat.
You don't have cannon. Oh,
I don't have cannons either. I'm also not in combat form.
This is the most damage I've ever taken in this game. See, this is why I'm a Care Bear.
Nope, you're in it now. It's okay. You can find ways to heal yourself. That's for sure.
So, I have 1 more card to play. So I am going to go ahead and put some influence down. I have my deckhand that puts an influence cube down. I'm going to put the influence cube down right there. Oof.
Yeah,
that is
you're
rough.
You're on your way to owning that island. So.
I mean, a little bit. So that's my turn. I get to level up a card, or not level up a card, but place this advancement.
Advance one of them?
So I'm going to place the advancement, then I'll draw back up and I'll upgrade one of my new cards.
And we'll need some new cards to come out and see what we've got there.
Let me go ahead and do that.
A new level 1 for here.
Level 1, that's a battle ability 1.
Whenever you battle, you get 1 immediate victory.
And level 2
or 1 crown.
Is looks like you're going to get cannons for every sort of
for every compass
type
and there's
thing,
a compass here already.
And on this card.
And on that card. Oh, and that's a top and that's a middle. But that costs 4 to take. I do not have 4 cargo. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and start my turn while you're looking through your level up. So
I'm drawing my hand up to 4 cards here.
Well, I have a crew as well. That gets me 1 cargo. So I'm not much better off than you. I have 3 cargo I can load up, and that's all I'm going to get. So I might as well set my sails first. I've got 2 printed on the board, and I also have my captain. So I'm going to do 3 sails to start with, and I'll load this stuff up now, load it up into that cargo hold. If I could do it without shaking my whole boat.
Don't rock the boat.
And I do have that explorer, so I could potentially get one of these exploration tokens. So I think I'm going to use 1 movement to come onto this island here. I like that. And I'm going to explore. I could explore and reveal either one of these, but I cannot pick up the one on the island unless I control it. And I'm far
Oh, man, that takes a lot of influence.
from controlling that.
But it is worth 7 points at the end.
It is worth 7 points, and it produces 2 of each good, 2 cargo and 2 coins when you produce there.
Nice.
But I'm going to reveal this one here. It's a moonsault, or I could use it to get 2 coins. I think I'd rather have the moonsault right now. But the good news is you can hold on to these and bring them either back to the Empire or just later on use them, and I could just get 2 coins out of it. I've got 2 more movements.
Are you going to go out to the high seas?
I'm going to buy this card, though. I do want this.
For 1 cargo?
Yeah, I'm going to go... I've never done this wheel strategy where I try to load up on those, but I see that one over there, too, and if I could beat you to that...
Yeah, some of the cards in the game...
Let's see.
Trigger off of those, and when you can get a lot of those in one hand, you can have some pretty powerful turns with a single card.
I've still got 2 movement left. I want to leave a cube here just to prepare for later, and then I think I'm going to use one of those movements to come back to port.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to turn that moonsault into this Empire over here. They require moonsault as one of their goods.
Oh, you're going up the track.
I'm going to... Yeah, doing the tracks.
Oh, that's a nice bonus.
So I'm going to go up this track, and I'm going to get this bonus. It's a cargo upgrade for my ship.
So, yeah, one of the bonuses there is the first one. That's nice.
Yeah, that is
You get this
pretty
cargo
nice.
hold, which is just... It doesn't add cannons or sails, but it adds 4 more cargo to hold on your ship. And managing that is tricky in this game, and also building those is tricky in this game, because otherwise you have to upgrade your bosun at least twice in order to start any upgrading of your ship.
I don't track this, but I have 1 space closer to that,
Nice.
having 4 ship upgrades. What's really cool, I love this, because you can only get these rewards 1 time. So this is actually 2 pieces. If I ever would lose rep, I just keep my peak marker there, and so I always know which rewards I've already taken.
That's cool.
I've said so many games need that. I'm glad that they
that's
have
a nice
it.
feature. It's nice to kind of resembles
I got
a abstract little boat.
Slot in my merchant ship, and I think I'm going to give it to my captain. If I level up my captain, he gets a compass already, and this just gives him a 2nd compass.
Yeah, you may as well load those up on 1 card.
Yeah, but then I need something that uses the compasses to go with it.
Those cards are in there.
Well, I see one, and we'll need a new level 1 here, and I'm going to draw my hand.
I am just limping here. So while he's drawing up his new hand, I will refresh that. It gets another card. Oh, it gets one of the new cards. So.
Ooh, that's juicy.
This lets you do an explore action or a discover action, which lets you flip over these tokens. Otherwise, you have to rely on either your explorer card or upgrading. There's a few of the different upgrades for the ship that let you do that as well. But that's nice.
But I want that.
I know.
I don't know.
I know. I don't. Well. Oh man, I'm 1 shy.
All right. Well, what card did you level up for your next?
I
round?
leveled up my Buccaneer. So I drew my hand and I had the Buccaneer in it. And the Buccaneer is what lets you put influence down. I want to go out there and get at least control of a couple islands, so I upgraded my Buccaneer. So when we come back, we'll have much more upgraded. What did you upgrade?
My Buccaneer, I should have just held on to him. I upgraded my bosun.
Oh.
So I'm trying to do some more shipbuilding, so he's 1 step closer to being able to build a ship.
Yeah, it's interesting. The characters, the crew members in this, you have to upgrade them in order to even unlock the ability to do certain things. So you can't... All this game has to offer relies on the fact that you're making decisions about who you're upgrading. For instance, I have to upgrade my captain if I want to be the aggressor in a battle and attack people, whereas you have to do the bosun to do the upgrades. And then I think there's another character that lets you do the outposts and the different buildings.
Yeah, building these different buildings.
But again, you have to upgrade to get there to do it. So it's an interesting journey for the whole
It really
crew.
ramps up. So you'll see that here in a second.
Yeah, we'll be right back with another round sometime in the future of this game. We'll see you then. And as promised, we are back. We are quite a ways into the game now, just to bring you up to speed. Ryan's been doing better than I'd hoped he would. I think he's zeroing in on potentially...
Better than you hoped I would.
The end. Well, of course. I
hoped they would do terrible.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm a pirate after all. He's got 3 of the 4 achievements that he needs.
I'm actually close to getting a 4th.
Yeah, he is
by the way.
Close to getting a 4th. I have only 2, although I don't know how
close.
close.
To getting a 3rd, I bet.
We'll see. What's interesting, though, here is plans change. That's sort of the theme of this round 1, because I was going to be aggressive. He was going to go up the tracks. Now, you did go up one of the Empire tracks.
I got to plan to go up a little bit more too.
I ended up going up the Empire tracks more than I anticipated because I was actually going to try to not go up them at all. But then I went up there because there was a couple bonuses up there that I really wanted, so I did go up there. And then he ended up getting a bunch of cannon upgrades.
Yeah.
So he's been more aggressive, and I've been a little less aggressive. I went out and got a bunch of islands, but then he's taken one of those from me here.
I did take one, but I only have 2 islands to my name, and you have what? One, almost 4. So.
Almost 4.
I've got 2.
We'll see what I can do to make anything happen here.
My problem right now is I've covered up a lot of my sales with my ship upgrades, so I only have 2 sales.
Right.
And no cards in my hand that give me sales. So even though I have 6 cards in my hand because I didn't play 2 of them last turn.
I'm going to try to be aggressive, but I don't know if I can be as aggressive as I wanted to.
Are you going to come battle me?
Well, I don't know that I have the sales to make it happen. So...
you need 3 to get to me.
Yeah. Here's what I'm going to do.
Well, I might battle you. We'll see.
Well, first things first, I have some damage, so I'm going to play this crew card here to spend... Oh, I have no card. Oh, it gives me 2 cargo, thankfully.
Yeah, why are you going to spend them immediately?
I'm going to spend them immediately to get rid of one of these damage.
So, pass them back
Thank you. And then this gunner is going to give me 2 cargo, so put 2 cargo in my hull.
In your port? Well, you're at port right now, so you could just grab this cargo.
I am. I'm going to set my sails now, which is setting to 2, and then I'm going to take this cargo with me. And now I have 2 movement. I'm going to go 1 right here.
Yep.
And then I'm going to play these other 2 cards, these deck hands, which is going to give me 2 influence, plus 1 for every cannon.
Oh my gosh.
And
wow.
I've played 2 cannons, so 4 influence total, which hopefully locks this island down.
Yeah, I'm not. And then you'll get 1 more for controlling it. And you've got 5 control,
1,
5
2,
out of 6
3,
control
4,
markers.
Oh, I'm 1 away from getting that achievement. All right, so now that was 1 movement, and my next movement is going to be right over here to this merchant ship.
I was looking at that ship to get my 4th kill.
Well, I was going to come after you, but I couldn't get down there because I have a fairly good battle line. Even though Ryan's like loaded for bear with cannons, I've got some things going on here. So I'm going to attack this merchant ship for sure.
What
so
does
let's
it got?
flip it over.
That's
it's got
3. What do you have? You have quite a few, right?
I've got a few. In fact, I'm going to have to borrow some cubes from some of my islands to make this happen.
You could use mine. I mean, we'll know the difference.
I don't want to sully my battle with your cubes, sir. So I've got 1, 2, 3 cannons here, 4, 5 cannons total, plus some battle abilities that I may use after we drop. Yeah, so I have 5. I'm going to borrow them from this island.
Yeah, we know where they came from.
We just paid tribute.
All right, is that 5?
There's my 5 cubes.
And then there are 3. I think you have a good shot here, David.
I mean, we'll see.
We'll see. We will see. I'm the one dropping them, so...
I definitely won.
It looks like you certainly won with 4 crowns.
But did I get any loot?
You got 1 cargo.
Okay, so hold on. I don't want to resolve it quite yet. I have some battle abilities.
Okay.
I can drop 2 more cubes.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay.
So we'll take
them
all from this island.
I missed. All right, so you ended up with... this one was right in the middle of all of those.
Oh, so you'd redrop that if it's not tilted in.
If it's not tilting at all, you just redrop it?
Yeah.
All right, so you ended up with 2 cargo and 1 coin.
All right, 2 cargo and 1 coin, please.
So 2 cargo and 1 coin.
And then it says I can remove 1 of my cubes to do 1 damage, which doesn't really matter.
Merchant ship.
And gain 2 coins.
Well, okay.
So I will remove...
You might as well remove 1 of your victory cubes.
Yeah, because I don't need
You're already winning. So you get 2 there.
Get back on this island.
And you've got 3 crowns to their no crowns. However, they are doing 2 damage back to you.
Oh, are they doing?
They are doing 2 damage back to you, but you only have 1 damage right now. So.
Yes. So 2 damage.
Though it does mean maybe I could come sink your battleship.
You could potentially come sink me. That would be disastrous. We'll
see. I don't know if it would be disastrous.
I'm done moving. So I get this card. Did you give me these 2 coins?
I did not for the
So
win.
I get 2 coins for the win.
You've got a lot of coins piling up over there.
And I get to advance this. Wow,
Wow, that was pretty lucrative then.
That was a pretty big battle. I mean, it's the interesting thing about these battles. It's not always just about winning and losing. If you can go into a battle with a lot of cannons, you might end up getting a lot of loot. I actually didn't get a lot of loot there. I just won really severely.
Well, I feel like you're going to need these, so I'm going to keep them out here because I think I'm going to have to battle you for that last one. Oh,
are you?
Won. There you go. Your first win.
Yes, that was my first win.
I'll say, if you remember.
I talked big.
But that first battle was so bad, I think it scared you away from battling.
It absolutely did.
You're like, I don't know anymore.
It was rough. It was like, I just took 4 damage and didn't win.
All right.
Let's remember I have
all
of those filled right there.
All right. You done?
I am done. That was my turn.
So I've got some stuff to do. First of all, I'm going to use my Letters of the Marque ability. Letters of Marque. I have a letter that lets me put 2 coins.
Yeah, that is
directly into my.
No matter where he is on the map, he can send 2 coins. What, via Seagull maybe?
Yeah, sure, via Seagull. That works.
Carrier Seagull.
Carrier Seagull. I'm going to set my sails. I only have 2. I built over most of my sails. I am going to, however, I'm going to lay down 3 cubes and take control of this island. I can't quite reach. I might need your assistance there.
This island here?
Yeah, I'm going to put 3 cubes down, and so that will give me control of that island. So here's my control cube.
And
that'll let me pick up that one that's on the island as well. So let me pick that up because that might be a sail. Yeah. I might get lucky here.
It is not.
It's not a sail. It's just 2 cargo. And it doesn't even add anything to the map. So that's fine. I'm going to use my 2 movement here in a second.
These are done?
Kind of. I think this one, yeah, they're done. They don't add anything else. So this is going to give me a cargo for later. Getting close to that 12. This guy's going to give me a cargo for later, but they also give me cannons, so that's nice.
Man, you got cannons.
I have nothing to build with.
We do have a card that needs to come out. Oh, we got cards all over that need to come out.
Oh, that's true.
This one goes here.
We've had our idea of what we wanted.
This one goes here. No merchant ship, so it does look like I might be the target
here, and then. I'm not going to use that guy, but I do have this ability to use this first mate and build. So I'll just spend these 2 to build
an outpost
right there in that island I just took control of. Now the goal is to have 5. I don't. I have 2.
Yeah, we each have 2.
We each have 2, so neither one of us are there.
Oh, no, you have 3. Or this is yours still.
Oh, that is no. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I have 3, but I'm still not there for the 5. All right, so I'm going to move 2, and I'm going to come for you, David. Now. To attack another player, you have to have a black flag, which
you do.
My crew does here, so that's great. So I am going to enter battle with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cannons.
Oh, I wish I held on to all those cards now.
What have you got?
I've got the cannons on my ship, which is 3.
Oh, well, that's still pretty good. I mean, this is not as good as
you'd hoped.
As I'd hoped. Let's see what happens. All right, so the first thing we do is look at loot.
Uh-oh.
You're going to have a coin, 2 coins, and a cargo.
Yep, this is not good. I can already see from where I'm sitting.
No?
This is not going to end well.
2 coins and a cargo.
You did 2 damage to me.
Oh, I am doing 2 damage to you. And I got 2 coins and 2 cargo as well, so I don't know if I can fit it all on my boat.
I can't even carry this cargo.
I don't know if I can carry my cargo either.
It's
I can carry 1 cargo.
Can you put that back?
I can. I can carry 1. And I'm like practically full. I didn't really do a good job planning out my boat here. And I do...
2 damage, right?
2 damage to you.
That's going to do it. It's going to sink me. But we do finish resolving the battle here.
And I have 1 crown and you have 1 crown.
Oh, you have 1 crown?
I have 2 crowns.
Oh, well, you're the clear winner.
I am the clear winner. So that puts me here for 4, and that gives me 1 more.
Oh, and that will do it.
Yeah, that triggers the end of the game. So we'll finish whatever is left to finish, and then come back for the wrap-up.
Yep, we'll be right back. And we're back. In fact, we're back very quickly because after he triggered the end game there and sunk my ship, let's all have a moment of silence for that. I had 1 more turn. Right. I was able to squeak a couple points out of that turn, but I mostly just stayed at harbor because after you get sunk, you're back at harbor. I had no money. I had all my goods, but I did another ship upgrade.
Yeah, they got some points.
I licked my wounds and tried to score a few points, but it wasn't enough to win the day. I had 78 to
92.
92. So not too far. 14 points difference.
Well, 14 points difference.
And what was the difference, Ryan?
Well, so when I attacked and sunk David's ship, I got all of the coins that were on his ship,
maybe
which
7?
was like 7 or 8 coins.
It might have been enough to basically
it was definitely enough.
Those points away from me and give him those points. So the swing was about the difference.
If I had been able to fight that merchant ship instead of you, I wouldn't have taken all your coins.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Well, you never know.
Although it worked out for me too. And I was so close to a couple more achievements had I just been able to do a little bit more there. I think one of the things that I hit, when I took that 4 damage at the beginning of the game, that battle kind of changed.
Oh, that's what it is. David's like, my entire game was off. It was all thrown off.
That turn changed my attitude and my strategy anyway, because I had to go back and I had to heal those up. So that's something I did. But then, like Ryan said before, it made me a little bit more timid about combat. Yeah. And then also, what made me more timid about combat is he
cannons.
Had a crazy handful of cannons.
I wasn't even trying to do it.
Now, with that said, I did upgrade at the very end just to sort of out of spite, I just loaded my ship up with cannons. So if only I'd in my last turn been able to black flag up and move out and attack you back, that would have been such great retribution.
Yeah, except I have no coins.
But you didn't have any coins.
So it is kind of crazy that it really did come down to that one fight. And I had said I wanted to go up the tracks, which is a strategy I've done before in Letters of Marque.
And you did a little.
I did a little bit, but then once I started getting those ship upgrades, it was a huge push towards cannons. I bought from a merchant ship that was cannons, and the compass wheels, which I said I was going to do compass wheels. I found one that was the compass wheels turned into cannons. Like, there was just a lot of cannons.
Yeah, stuff. I don't know if it was on camera, but one of the merchant ships he attacked, it gave him 2 cannons on one card, which is pretty nice. So once that started happening, you're like, well, I guess. And not to mention, you did get to the Letter of Marque.
Yeah, then let me just put 2 coins in.
So once you get to that position, you are getting a significant advantage of having that letter until potentially someone were to take it or something like that. But yeah. That was the game, 78 to 92.
I thought you were going heavy on Explorer. You explored the first 3 tiles, and then you stopped exploring. And I was like, okay, I'll take advantage of this.
I was going to do that, but he caught up to me. And then I found myself in a situation where I was thinking, should I do that? Because I had one turn where I could sail up like 4. And I came down here, and I forgot that when you explore, you can only explore once per turn. Yeah. If you could explore more, it would have been great because I would have moved down here and explored here. And then he was down here, and I thought, well, he's going to get the other one.
Well, I did that on purpose. I was at 4, and either way I went, I was 1 space away from a 5th. So
yeah, so that was our experience playing Letters of Marque, the newest expansion for Dead Reckoning. Ryan came out on top, but it was still a lot of fun. And I have to say, even though I wasn't as aggressive as I wanted to be, it was an aggressive game.
We still had a lot of battles. You battled a few merchant ships. You just didn't win as much.
It was the most battles I think I've ever experienced in a game. Because sometimes you can play this and everyone can, sail the seas their own route and do their own thing. But yeah, very aggressive game. If you have any questions about the overall experience, ask us in the comments below. We'll get in there and tell you what we can that wasn't on camera. But until next time, make sure everyone has fun at the table. And we'll see you then.